What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Go No Go Show. Real quick, we got something special for you coming up next week.
Very special.
The non-denominational Kwanzaa.
Happy Chris Mahana Kwanzaa. Happy Chris Mahana Kwanzaa episode.
What he said.
Yeah, so we don't get sued by anyone.
The crazy, we're going to do some classics and maybe
some conventional, some not-so-conventional Christmas movies we're going to touch on. We're going to give you some fun facts, some little Snapple facts throughout. We'll show you some trailers of some of the most famous and most classic, most revered Christmas movies of our time.
Like for example, like what?
Like It's a Wonderful Life.
How about Die Hard?
Oh, yes, Die Hard, exactly. That's one of the unconventional ones that we're going to talk about. That one? Of course
we're going to do it.
Of course, we have to. We have to talk about Die Hard.
I was a little scared. I didn't know if we were going to do that.
We have to talk about Christmas. You talk about Die Hard. That's it.
Definitely. Listen, you can check us out Verizon 45, Cablevision 76, Thursdays at 7 p.m. and Fridays at 10 p.m. And on WPCommunityMedia.org, you can check out all the shows anytime. So if you haven't seen it in the theater and it's not in the theater, you can still go check out the review and check it out on demand or at home or Netflix.
Yep. And if you're a busy working person on the go and you just want to read it instead of sit down and watch the show, we have our social media websites. We have the Instagram page at GoNoGo Movie Reviews. We have our Twitter page at GoNoGo Show, and we have YouTube, yes, and the YouTube as well. If you do have time to sit down and eat and watch our beautiful faces while you're eating, you could go to YouTube, GoNoGo Show, and on the Instagram page, at GoNoGo Movie Reviews, there are sometimes movies that we don't have the time to talk about, so you might want to check that out as well, because we can do about 3 to 4 movies an episode, but sometimes there's little obscure ones that we can't get to. I post them up there as well, so take a look.
Die Hard, I'm so excited about that. Why I so want to talk about that.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Yippee-ki-yay!
It's gonna get you.
What do we have today?
Today we are going to roll right into Night at the Museum 3, which is Secret of the Tomb.
Yes.
We have Top 5. Chris Rock wrote and directed and starred in this new film, and we have the big one everyone's been waiting for. After a 13-year run in Middle Earth, we are coming finally to the end of the journey of The Hobbit. The Battle of the Five Armies.
The Hobbit.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's check out Mr. Stiller.
Yeah, Mr. Stiller and the museum. There you go.
Do it.
The greatest discovery in 3,000 years will uncover the origin of a secret power and lead history's greatest heroes where they've never gone before.
You are speaking with the Pharaoh. Kiss my staff.
Oh, is it okay if I don't? Now, you and I both know there's something magical in the museum. The sun goes down, the tablet starts to glow, and everything comes to life.
This Christmas...
Yes, we look similar.
Dada.
No, I'm not your Dada. No touching. Stop it.
The magic is running out.
There's something wrong with the tablet.
We shall all be dead by sunrise.
Huns don't hyperventilate.
But their greatest adventure...
These guys depend on me.
...has just begun.
We have to go to London to figure this out.
Welcome to the British Museum.
Hi.
Must be wicked being a security guard in America. With your gun, with the silencer, with your ninja swords.
That's not even a little bit true.
Lawrence!
Ta-da!
I want you to stay here and make sure nobody comes in or out.
No.
Stay. Stop! Stay. Stop!
Okay. As they could.
Sir Lancelot, at your service.
Theodore Roosevelt, President of the United States of America.
I have no idea what that means.
Why don't you take a picture? It'll last longer.
Night at the Museum, Secret of the Tomb.
Where the heck are we? Oh, Pompeii.
This is the last roundup!
We must never speak of what happened here today.
Come on! That wasn't necessary!
Wow, what do you think?
It's cute. It's cute. It's a cute movie. The trailer made it look a lot more fun than it actually was, I think. It's Night at the Museum. You know, I really enjoyed the first one. I did. I thought it was a very cool, original concept.
It was.
They were kind of stretching it a bit when they went to the Smithsonian, which was still, they had some very funny characters. Bill Hader stole the show in that movie. And but this one just seemed very uninspired to me. Yeah. It just seemed like just hey guys, we have a franchise going here. We need some money this quarter. Let's make another night at the museum. You know.
I liked the Eskimo guy. He vaguely reminded me of like Belushi or something.
No, is that right?
I don't know. The blonde
Attila
girl.
the Hun, by the way. You mean
Attila?
Yeah.
He seemed bigger than Attila. I feel like Attila would have been more slim. But anyway, the girl from Pitch Perfect, the blonde
Rebel
chick.
Wilson.
Yeah,
yes.
she's funny.
Unfortunately, they sprinkle her on for a little comedic relief, which is weird because they sprinkle her on for comedic relief in what's supposed to be an adventure comedy.
Yeah.
So it's like that's the problem with this movie for me was I wasn't really laughing. Like it was, they had some cool special effects, it was a little adventure, but it just didn't seem like they really put much into it, you know.
There was just
no jokes.
for me it was just a few. Like Lancelot, I thought was
great
funny.
performance. Yeah, they definitely did all they can.
Robin Williams always good. I'm not a big Stiller fan. I don't know. It was cute.
Yeah.
Wasn't a bad movie.
Yeah. I mean, even for families and stuff, like it's a cute movie for families, but I'm still gonna have to give it a no-go. I mean, I can see your kids getting bored watching this movie. Like it has some action scenes, but when it comes to like taking kids to the movies, they need a lot more stimulation. You know, this one there's a lot of stretches where it's just there's not much going on.
Yeah.
And nothing really looked authentic to me. They had an opportunity here to be cool. Like they started out in Egypt. Even the tablet that they have in the last few movies, it looks like a child's play toy, like a plastic play toy that they spin these things around. Like nothing looked authentic to me. They could have the production value could have been a lot better, in my opinion.
Yeah, I give it a no-go. It was
It's kind of like, Night at the Museum's out. Oh, okay. Well, it's not like, I have to go see that again because the first two was so great.
Nothing really stuck out. There was no, like, real...
Right.
I don't know.
And it was a little bittersweet, as you just mentioned. Robin Williams, I'm sure, is one of his last performances. They dedicated the movie to him. And Mickey Rooney as well, who has passed. So they said it's in loving memory of Mickey Rooney and for Robin Williams. So I actually got a little choked up at the end when I saw that. You know, because it kind of made it more, like, made it real. You know, like Robin Williams is no longer with us. So, you know, rest in peace, Mr. Williams. But so it was a little bittersweet watching it. Yeah. But it really was nothing special to see.
Yeah.
You know?
Let's move on. Moving on.
Okay.
We got what do we got?
Top 5.
Chris Rock. Top 5. Let's check it out.
What's up? This is Andre Allen, and when I listen to satellite radio, I listen to Sirius Hits 1.
That's good. Just make it a little funnier.
Funnier?
Put a little stank on it.
Stank.
Nice and funny. Go.
What's up, This is Andre Allen. Or scratch my nuts, that is.
First take was good.
In 2005, Time magazine voted today's guest the funniest man in America. By 2010, the former stand-up hit it big with Hammy the Bear 1, 2, and 3.
You got Hammy time. It's Hammy time.
You can also see him getting married to reality star Erica Long.
Where's my kiss?
Do we have to do this on camera?
Not on camera. It doesn't exist.
I don't feel like doing funny movies anymore. I don't feel funny.
Save some of that stuff for your Times interview.
I just want a decent story. You give me a couple of really honest things, I will be more than fair.
This is Chelsea Brown. She's doing a story on me. No snitching.
Come to me, baby girl. I'm gonna turn over like an apple pie.
You know what? You just ate an apple pie, you fat mother.
I love myself. Things are changing. You need to wake up and smell the progress.
No. You things never change.
Thank God things change.
Look at this. Black man trying to get a cab in New York City. Taxi, yeah! Do you think the wedding is hurting me?
Are you kidding me? Andre, this thing flops.
We could be talking Dancing with the Stars, man. Hold on. What is going on? Where's Ivory running to?
Zoolander's in the conference room.
Ben Stiller's in the These white people don't tell me.
Why don't you just skip the hack questions and go right to something good?
All right. How come you're not funny anymore?
Everybody's funny or drunk. You ever see Oprah drunk? She's hysterical.
This my town. Anything you need, you let a brother know. Weed, drink, serve. You want some of that, sir?
I got married a lot of times. I wasn't into the wedding. I should have been into the guy, as you should be into the girl.
My top 5 is Jay, Nas, Scarface, Rakim, and then I might let Biggie get in there. My 6th man's LL Cool J. Before the show! Oh my God! Before the show!
Play hard. Hey, Dre, you mind if I get some of them hangers, man? I need some wood and hang. Oh, damn it. They got the... They got the lock on them. They got the lock on them. They hip to your boy.
They hip to your boy. Yeah, this movie, real quick. So Kevin Hart in the trailer was in an office, and I believe I was in those offices last week. I think that's
really.
I think that's A&E. I think that's A&E Network.
Is that right?
In the city, yeah.
Hey, what are you doing over there?
They have those. You know, I'm just trying to be big time, man. I'm trying to make my movie.
Big man on campus. That's
but
fantastic.
just quick fact. I think that's where that was shot. But
nice.
This movie. Spoiler alert, everybody. This movie is not a comedy.
No.
It's funny, but he's trying to hit a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's very raw. It's it's about a comedian, or it's about a celebrity, and it takes you kind of through a hour and a half, 2 hour journey of what it's like, and at its highest high and its lowest low, and kind of how things come together. And it's just on the side of that, it has some good comedy, and it has some good cameos in there, you know.
Oh, very good cameos.
Kevin Hart's in there. Tracy Morgan's in there. There's a few other ones in there.
A few other ones that I don't want to give away.
Yeah,
No spoiler alert, because there are some awesome cameos that you're going to love when you see it.
But it caught me off guard a little bit.
It did for me as well. I went in there expecting a full-blown comedy, like it's Chris Rock. What else would you expect? But I feel this was like his love letter to the business, which was really nice for me, because I didn't expect that. And for anyone out there who saw Birdman, it kind of mirrors the Birdman concept. This celebrity who was kind of a joke in his time, was extremely successful, but still wasn't taken seriously, who at this point wants to start taking himself seriously now and start having other people take himself seriously, and it's not really working out for him. It's about that struggle. So you can see he's not the Chris Rock that you've seen, you know, when Bigger and Blacker came out. Like now he's got a little bit of touches of gray in his goatee and in his hair and stuff, so he's a little bit more weathered. He's a little bit more, I would say, jaded towards the business. You know, like he had this huge success with Hammy the Bear parts 1, 2, and 3, which if it wasn't for that, then he wouldn't be a multimillionaire. But yeah, he resents it, because it's like, and he made him a joke every time he walked across the street. It's Hammy the Bear. Hammy,
it's almost like a Marky Mark thing, man. Like if you ever meet Mark Wahlberg and you start talking, you call him Marky Mark, or you bring that up,
might upset him. Yeah.
He resents it, and one probably because of some of the things he's done when he was Marky Mark, or in that little phase. You know, like he's actually looking for Mark Wahlberg is actually looking for a pardon right now for things that he did back in those dumb days.
That's crazy.
You know?
The dumb young youthful days.
But a real life similarity would probably be something like that.
Absolutely. And this was very raw. Like there's a warning for anybody who's thinking of bringing in their like if you want to be a parent, the guardian taking your younger person to see this. It's very raw. It's very vulgar. It's very graphic. So there's a lot of parts where it even made me go, whoa! Like, you know, like I've seen it all.
Yeah,
and there was a couple parts that I was like, oh, man. He is not afraid to say.
He has showed the life and the ups and downs and ins and outs, if you will, of being a celebrity. And this movie could probably cross over to athletes and stuff like that. But it's graphic. Like and when you think graphic, you think bad. It's not graphic bad. There's just scenes in it that are
very
just
adult themes.
Very adult themes.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure they worked hard to get that R rating.
Yeah.
And you can tell it's he directed it, because I think I'm a very big fan of Chris Rock. Is he the best actor out there? No. In my opinion, I don't think he's a very strong actor. I think he's an amazing stand-up comedian, and you can tell this is his directorial. He directed this movie as well, and you can tell too, because there's some amateur moves when it comes to the direction of it. But that's what I kind of liked about it. It was him. Like you could tell, like he put his heart and soul into this. It was his passion project. It has to be, and it had a very New York City feel to it. He's walking the streets of New York City. It's gritty. It gets dark at times, and I have to shine a light on Rosario Dawson. I'm so in love with Rosario Dawson. She is incredible in this film. We can't talk enough about her. She's absolutely gorgeous, first of all, but that's besides the point. She's extremely talented, and the emotion that she puts through into all of her performances, hands down, one of the best actresses out there right now.
I went to see this movie, one, for the show, but I also went to this movie because I wanted to laugh, and I wanted to just go see something funny.
Right.
And I laughed, but I found myself watching the movie.
Right.
And like I said, I was caught off guard. So I'm gonna give it a go, and just keep an open mind, and check it out because it's a little deeper than the trailer
leads you
to believe.
It's true.
And the top 5, I would love to talk to Chris Rock and ask him why he called it this. Because
right, I was wondering too. I mean, he was asking throughout the film, he was asking them what their top 5 were, but I just had no idea what it had to do with anything.
Top 5 is kind of a side piece to the movie.
Yeah.
I did hear Rosario Dawson's top 5 was the best, by the way.
Hysterical.
Because she put. Well, there's 2 groups. I don't care. She put Public Enemy and Tribe Called Quest in her top 5.
Yeah.
And he played some Public Enemy in the movie. Any movie that plays Public Enemy, oh man, I love it. But I don't know. Top 5 is the name of the movie, and
but there's so much more to it.
Yeah, it's just so much more.
There's a man behind the curtain, the man behind the green curtain in this film.
Yeah,
film. And he's, like I said, he's not the strongest actor director in the world, but he definitely has a voice, and he has something to say, and he's saying it loud and clear in this movie. And I think it was a good watch, so I give it a go as well.
Yeah, I give it a go. Right. You're definitely gonna get some laughs. I mean, the trailer had some laughs, and there's some really, really good parts.
You just see for the cameos too. There's one cameo at the end that had me rolling.
Yeah. So, there was some really great stuff in there. I say go check it out. Yeah, let's go.
Moving on next because we have a lot to talk about with this next one. The Hobbit. I'm getting a little misty over here. The Hobbit, Battle of the Five Armies, The Last Journey.
Let's check it out.
Thorin, you gave a promise.
You brought upon them only ruin and death.
You've won the mountain, is that not enough?
Now, we defend it.
I came to reclaim something of mine.
This was the last move in a master plan. A plan long in the making.
These bats are bred for one purpose. For war.
Leave Sauron to me.
Bilbo is right. You cannot see what you have become.
Everything I did for them. You started this. You will forgive me if I finish it.
When faced with death, what can anyone do?
I will not hide while others fight our battles for us!
You have but one question to answer. How shall this day end?
Wow. I'll start because I know you got a lot. Unfortunately, I forget the second one. I know I saw the first one, so unfortunately, kind of when I got in there, I'm kind of going back in my mind trying to be like, all right, Legolas, and trying to figure everything out, So make sure you see him. Make sure you see the first 2, or make sure if you're entrenched in this stuff and you know it, that's cool. I thought I was, or I thought I knew, and I didn't. But other than that, just continuation of a great story. See it on the biggest screen possible. I know you're going to say that.
Me too.
I didn't see it in 3D, but I wish I would, because I'm leaning more towards the 3D now, because some of these epic movies with these epics, I just found myself when the music and the music's playing and they're panning across this landscape of whatever it is. I just find myself just in awe, wow,
Yeah,
this is crazy, Like did they create this world, or is this somewhere on the planet? You know, and if it is, like it's like, where is this? You know, but and in 3D, I think it would have just been even more incredible. You know, like a top 5 3D, like you don't want to see that.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Like, but
movies like this, 3D serves as a tool for the movie.
Yeah,
it gives you the depth. It gives you it makes a room, the vastness of the rooms that they're in.
Of some of these of some of this stuff, and it was I mean, just the action in it, the creatures and stuff. It was creative. You know, and then all of a sudden you intertwine. You know, it's the Battle of the 5 Armies or whatever it is. All this other stuff going on with all these other intertwined stories. It was crazy.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
There's a lot going on in this film, a lot, and as well there should be, because this is the last one. Our journey started in 2001. I remember when Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring came out. I was a junior in high school, and my teacher, my literature teacher, took the class to go see it.
What year are you in high school now?
This is actually my 13th year.
Okay,
this is my 13th year in high school. So I'll get there at some point. It's all right. I'm Billy Madison this thing. But I did not expect to get so, like, I remember The Hobbit was one of the few books I actually read when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big reader. I'm sorry. I'm a huge movie guy.
They had
the cartoon as well. Yeah. So I actually read this book from cover to cover, and I absolutely enjoyed it. So to see it come to life is beautiful. And another thing, for a lot of people who think that they're straying from the book, he's not necessarily straying from the book with some of these scenes. Sometimes they have to take creative liberty to finagle some stuff. But J.R.R. Tolkien, who wrote the book, the genius behind it, who made his own language, the Elvish language, like he created a language for this. Like this guy is beyond a genius when it comes to the fantasy. He wrote like a 167-page transcript that he wanted to add to The Hobbit before he died. And Peter Jackson got the rights to it while he was making this. This was only supposed to be one movie. Then it was going to be 2 because, like, oh, well, we have a lot. I don't want to cut so much. So now we have we're going to make it a 2-parter. But then now he got his hands on the transcript of all that other scene. He said, great, we'll make it a trilogy. So it was very nice to put everything in there, from the original book to the transcript to just giving us everything we need to have a proper farewell for this world, because I fell in love with it. And I want to thank you, Mr. Jackson, for thank you for letting a geek like me be able to hold his head high, talk openly at a bar or something like that about orcs and elves and dwarves and goblins and stuff like that, and not be viewed as an outcast, which is nice because it's such a huge commercial success. So many people love it. He created this amazing world. The Academy, obviously, for Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, they shined a light on it, won 12 Academy Awards. They finally gave him his due, where he's saying, listen, you brought this, it's fantasy, it's all fake, it's about Middle-earth and elves and mystical stuff, but yet you nailed it, basically. You know, it's such an impressively creative world. And like you said, the 3D serves as a tool for this movie, so I highly recommend the 3D. And there is a place that they do shoot this. It's New Zealand. That's where this whole thing takes place. They shoot most of the outside scenes are in New Zealand. They have a lot in the studio, of course, like when they're in in the mountain and stuff like that. Of course, that's green screen, but it still looks beautiful. But in New Zealand, they actually have tours now. You could take the tour to Mordor and stuff like that. It actually put New Zealand on the map as a tourist attraction. Yeah. So that's what impact this franchise had on this world is just incredible to me. You know,
it really is, man. I thought it was a great story, even trying to put some of the stuff together too. From I don't think I saw the second one. That I think about, I don't think I saw it.
The Desolation of Smog. That was a very good one, because that Benedict Cumberbatch, who played Khan in the Star Trek movies, and he plays Sherlock on TV.
He's like an up-and-comer.
He's like crushing it right now. Yeah. So he's the voice of Smog, which you saw in the beginning of this movie, the dragon.
Yep.
He's the voice of the dragon, which he absolutely perfect choice for that. So that movie was about the Hobbit. Actually, you know, they get to the mountain finally, and he has like this face-off with Smog. So I do recommend seeing the second one as well.
I thought I saw it. You know, sometimes they mesh together for me. But can I just say one thing?
Yes, you can.
You just said thank you, Mr. Jackson, and then you referenced Outcast. I just shout out to.
Thank you. Well, wouldn't I be apologizing then? I'm sorry, Ms. Jackson.
I mean, whatever. You know, I mean, I don't know. I heard Jackson, and then you said Outcast, and then it just sorry. I was gonna stop you.
The whole team, Jackson, actually Guillermo del Toro as well. He had a big hand on this.
Oh, I didn't know that.
When they shoot the films, they have to shoot in so many different locations because they do all 3 at once.
Yeah.
He's one of the first ones to start this, by the way. This whole trend of shooting all 3 movies at once, so like the characters don't age or this and that. Like he pretty much started that with the first Lord of the Rings trilogy. He shot all 3 movies at once, and the studio was terrified. They took him 10 years to convince him to do it, and he gave us one of the most profitable franchises of all time. So yeah, so while they're doing all that, you need second unit, third unit directors. Andy Serkis, who played Gollum, actually helped out too. He was another director. Guillermo del Toro will be shooting on this side of New Zealand, and Peter Jackson will be shooting on this side, and Serkis will be shooting on this side of it. And they all just come together, this collaboration of just creativity, and to bring this pretty much Tale as Old as Time to life, which I think they completely nailed.
Yeah.
It was exciting. And even for a guy like me, I'm a huge fan, obviously. And sometimes when it gets to a fight scene, I'm like, great, another fight scene. I'm like, oh. I was like, I don't know, because like some people say, when you see one fight scene, you see them all. But then halfway through the fight scene, I'm just like, oh, that's really cool. Like they're doing some new stuff, and the acrobatics and the special effects they use inside of it. I'm just like, oh, I can't.
Well, I feel like I'm obviously not a huge fan, but I feel like the fight scenes were just incredible. They were awesome. I mean, because obviously some of these creatures are much bigger than a nymph or a elf or a dwarf or a person, hobbit, whatever.
Yeah.
And so, they use some like MMA like techniques and stuff.
Yeah, the whole
and
like the rape park type of like sword stuff. Like
Legolas, and then what was Legolas's like his boss or whatever? I don't know.
The actor's Lee Pace. I'm not sure his name or whatever.
That dude was incredible, man. Like he had some type of like sword blade thing or something. But
and
it's
your girl, your girl from Lost,
Evangeline Lilly.
Yep.
Oh man, she's just incredible. She's sexy, but she's so athletic and she's
absolutely. She nailed this part. When I first heard she got the part, I was like, awesome. I was so happy for her. I was like, yeah, you're still working. I was like, you have life after Lost. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
But she really like immersed herself in this role and did a really good job.
I thought the fight scenes were incredible. I'm a big fan of action and fight scenes and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was very, very nice to look at. And kudos to Legolas and Gandalf, which is Sir Ian McKellen and Orlando Bloom, for being pretty much the only two who were in every installment in the last of all six. So I actually can't wait to get these on Blu-ray and watch it in chronological order, starting from The Hobbit all the way through to Return of the King. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. I think they were actually doing that too. I think they were in the theater. Well, not all of them.
Right,
I think they were just doing The Hobbit.
Next year they're doing all of them. Alamo Drafthouse next year are going to play all six back to back.
Wow, that's
like a 19-hour day.
yeah,
I'm in for it though. I'm in.
That's crazy. We got to get out of here, man.
Yes, we do.
Don't forget our Christmas Christmas
Hana Kwanzaa
next week, and. Verizon 45, Cablevision 76, Thursday, 7 p.m., Friday, 10 p.m. We have our social media.
At GoNoGo Movie Reviews on Instagram, at GoNoGo Show on Twitter, and the GoNoGo Show on YouTube.
Check us out. We'll see you soon. See you next year.
Yeah.